Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another Dodge Ram 2500 5.9 liter diesel ECM here. This time it's coming from, I think it's Indiana. Luis Gonzalez, he sent his computer a couple of days ago and it just got here. So let's, as I normally do, show the information and the computer connected. So this is the paperwork, but it has all his information personally there. I have created a harness and everything is ready to go. I don't have the scanner connected because of what his concerns is, and we'll see, but I have the meters and everything in there. So we'll do a couple of tests. Let me do a couple of tests with you. Let me get the information so we can all read that together. All right, this is the computer. It's a CM849B, and that is from 2006, which matches exactly the vehicle. Let's read the information again. Indiana, Jose Luis Gonzalez, and that's a big number. 2006 2500 comments. Concerns: my shoe harness tried to start but did not start. So I'm thinking it shorted. When I tried to start, it started because it blows a fuse. When I'm disconnect the ECM, it did not blow the fuse anymore. That is the reason I think something is wrong with ECM, and I think he's right. All right, so let's do a test. Let me put the meter in the view. Well, the meter is going to only show you the actual fiber reference. So let me actually put you here. And I'm going to have to do a zoom. So let me get that done. Give me 1 second, guys, to move that camera. Oops, sorry about that. User error. All right, so it's focusing on the camera, or I mean on the microphone. Come on. I'm trying to get you the best possible, but it looks like it cannot be. Oh, no, it did. So hopefully you can see a little bit in there. I'm going to put the microphone a little bit out of the way. It's doing the same. Okay, let me get out of the screen. It's going to be very hard for you guys to see. And that's as much as focus. Let me try to stay a little bit away, and hopefully you can read that. But I'm going to try to power up. Right now I'm supplying 1.5 amps, which is just to be careful because of what he says. As I normally do, I have my box in here. I'm going to try to power up. Right now it's no draw, just whatever this little box, and that one is drawing like 57 milliamps. But when I try to turn the ignition on, it's not coming on, and it's going already to the maximum. So if this would be a fuse, it would have blown the fuse. So it's already up to 1.5 amps, which is too much. This computer should not draw that much. So I am definitely confirming your problem. So what I need to do now is open this computer, because this is definitely a super shorted computer. Let's see what we see, because this is actually not normal. I'm not sure exactly what got shorted, but this is definitely not normal. So I'm going to, well, everything is powered off. I'm going to unplug this and open the computer and see what we see. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, open the computer quickly. He actually marked the computer. Don't worry about it, Dad. In here, Luis, this is a very transparent company. There's like I said, there is no other company in the world that records the video, but you can see he put a mark on his own computer. Believe me, if I cannot repair it, you will be the first one to know. And if this has to be sent or it has to be replaced, I always send the old module to you. I don't keep junk, never. If I sell you a module because yours cannot be repaired, yours is going back with the one I sell you. That's it. All right, so but let's do a test. So let's do the first is the protection, which is the main diode here. So I have the multimeter on resistance, and then on continuity test, if I touch the leads, we got a direct short, and you can see how it's reading 0.15 ohms. That's a direct short. This should not be having continuity, which I know for sure we will have. And you can see it's a dead short, but is it a short here or is it short somewhere else? And this is where it's going to be fun. So I'm going to do a complete test on the board and see what it has to be done. Usually when that gets shorted, it blows the voltage regulators and other protections that hopefully it has not reached the microprocessor. So we'll see. Let me do those replacements to start, and see if we can get this back to working condition, and then we can go from there. See if I find something else obvious. If I do, I will come back with a video. Otherwise, hopefully I can correct the situation. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I got good news. I was able to remove the short. I replaced voltage regulator. It was actually 2 injector drivers shorted, but I think that was because of what happened. It's hard to know because I don't see pins or nothing. He didn't describe, which wire were, but it was a major short. We saw that. I never seen this before, but it's always, I have all. So hopefully we have now communication, which is the only thing I have not tested, but I know that we have 5-volt reference. So let me put the meter here, and I'm gonna put the tap down in the screen as well. Let me reposition the meter, and now you can see the switches in there, which I'm going to just quickly show so he can see that this is still his computer here. No matter what, if we connect, we will be able to see the beam. And this is a COM bus communication computer. So it's a 2006, so it should be COM bus, very quick communication. Still, you cannot auto ID. This has to be manually selected. But let's put the power on. Right now, I'm with the battery power. You can see the switch. I was able to. I still got the same settings in here, and when I switch the second switch, which is the ignition, we get the 5-volt reference, which is great, and I'm only drawing 0.6 of an amp, and that includes the MDCI Pro from the top-down Phoenix, which is great, and whatever these little lights are, including this box itself, drawing. So that is a common and healthy draw. All right, so let's do the manual selection. I'm going to go over to, let me power the last one. I don't know if I need it or not, but I got all the 3 switches on. All right, so we're going to do, in the top down, you got to go into scan. That's the manual selection. And then we go American, Dodge. We click that, it will open the software. So right now we still have not getting communication. We need to go all the way to the topology and then select the computer. All right, 16-pin connector, Dodge, and this is a 2006 Ram truck. Yeah, nothing else is connected. Okay, now we are in the final stage, which is connecting to the computer, and here is where we will be able to enter and see if it's communicating. This is the time when we will read the B number. Okay, let me make sure I have the wires connected properly, because it says communication error. All right, let's see. Let me switch these 2 wires in here, because yeah, I have that COM bus in the wrong wire. Let me see. Let me try again. PCM. This is very confusing because it tells you PCM. There is no PCM in this truck unless it has the engine computer and the transmission. So this is an error on this software, but let's try it again, because I know that is the one it should. All right, so it still shows error. Let me see how I'm connected. So let me see, pin 4 and 5. Let me see if I switch it properly, because I'm not sure. Let me do it again. Okay, you see, it was just the wires. Now, when I see this coming back and saw, it was just my wires were backwards. I should have gone and checked the wire diagram, but I'm so methodical that, but yeah, humans, we can make errors. So, but everything is fine. Reading the bin number, which I have in the paper, but so you can always go back. I'm just going to read what I have in here. It should be 138041, and 138041 is at the bottom. We can do the module in there. Should be the bin number, and it is as well. I'm going to take a picture for my records and the customers as well. I'm going to send this to my email. And I think I just got a message from Luis. Let me see. Luis Gonzalez. This might be a different Luis Gonzalez. Sorry, I have been. Yeah, this is Luis Gonzalez from Oklahoma. Somebody else. I thought it was. It's funny because he actually has a Ram truck too, but his is a 05. All right, so we have the vehicle information and everything is reading good, which is great. Now we're going to go into read data stream just to make sure that the logic in the computer, because sometimes when something like this, it can corrupt the information. And if you enter and see the data bits, they all should be reading like nothing. You cannot read any data. It will not. Sometimes it shows empty, but this is not the case. So we have all. So I'm just going to select the battery voltage or ECM voltage. Enter there. Let me put them into a graph, and I'm going to zoom in, which I can do this in here. And I'm going to just go 1 volt up, 1 volt down, down again, up and down. How is the communication between the scanner and the computer? Perfect. We have 5 volt reference. We got sensor ground. This is 100% fixed. So Luis, this is very good. And luckily for you, because it could potentially have damaged anything. I mean, right? So what I'm going to do now off the video is clean the computer up. I mean, I'm going to replace all the injector drivers, capacitors. I already did the voltage regulator and so, but now that I know that I have communication and the computer module microprocessor is good, I can finish my repairs to give always a 1-year warranty. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.